Hey, pals and gals, let's talk movie news. So, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is this massive, ever churning machine, and right now, all roads are leading to the next big culmination Avengers Doomsday. This is the movie that's set to wrap up this whole multiverse saga, and the anticipation is just building and building. But for one particular hero, this isn't just another team up, it's a real milestone. We're talking about Simu Liu and his character, Shang Chi. Think about it. Shang-Chi burst onto the scene back in 2021 with his solo origin film, which was a critical and commercial smash. It introduced this incredible new character, this master of martial arts with a complicated family history, and it felt like a breath of fresh air for the MCU. And then, he kind of vanished. While other heroes were popping up in shows and movies, dealing with the fallout of the multiverse cracking open, Shang-Chi was noticeably absent. It's been a long wait for fans, wondering when and how he would re-enter the fray. Well, the wait is almost over. Avengers Doomsday is that re-entry point, and Simu Liu recently sat down for an interview where he got incredibly candid about what this experience has been like for him, and more importantly, what the future might hold for the master of Kung Fu beyond this massive team-up film. First, he talked about what it was like to finally step onto a proper Avengers set. He described it as this almost overwhelming experience. He said he was in this huge Marvel movie with a lot of actors, some of whom have been playing their roles for over 20 years. Let that sink in. 20 years. He said he felt like he was stepping into their world, into characters that they have owned and honed and developed for such a long, long time. And his honest reaction was that it was everything he could do just to stop himself from shaking. That's so relatable, isn't it? No matter how successful you are, walking into a room with legends can be utterly intimidating. But what I found really compelling was his mindset about dealing with that feeling. He talked about not letting that imposter syndrome or insecurity become an excuse not to show up. His approach was to just focus on the work, to stop making it about himself for a second and just ask, what is my objective as this character in this scene? You just take it one step at a time. And then he ended with this really beautiful, forward-looking thought. He said, hopefully when you do it for 40 years, someone will be looking at you and thinking, what I would give to do work like that. It's a humble and deeply professional perspective, showing that he sees this not as a one-off gig, but as a potential lifelong commitment to a craft. And that leads directly into the big question about Shang-Chi's future. When asked about what comes after Avengers Doomsday, and specifically about potential sequels to his own solo film, Simu Liu was unequivocal. He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that he would keep doing Shang-Chi sequels as long as he physically could. That's not just a polite, PR-friendly answer. That's a passionate commitment to a character he clearly loves and believes in. He wants to be one of those veterans that new actors look up to in 20 years. This is hugely significant news for the MCU landscape. We've been waiting for an update on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings 2 for what feels like forever. The first film ended with some massive, world-changing hooks. We saw Shang-Chi and Katie meeting with Wong, Bruce Banner, and Carol Danvers, and they were studying the Ten Rings, those mysterious bracelets that sent out a beacon to somewhere. That post-credit scene was a direct setup for a larger cosmic or multiversal story, and it's a thread that has been left dangling for years now. To hear Simu Liu express such a powerful desire to continue tells us that the will is there from the actor himself to make it happen. It also reinforces just how important Avengers Doomsday is going to be for his character's trajectory. This isn't just a cameo. This is his proper introduction to the wider superhero community. He's going to be fighting alongside Captain Marvel, Thor, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and all the other heavy hitters. This event will redefine Shang-Chi's place in this universe, elevating him from a street-level hero with a personal story to a full-fledged Avenger dealing with threats on a cosmic scale. The experiences he has and the relationships he forms in Doomsday will undoubtedly shape his character going forward, and will likely provide the direct narrative springboard into his next solo adventure. The Russos are back in the director's chairs for this one, and they're also lined up to direct the following film, Avengers: Secret Wars. They have a proven track record of weaving together massive ensemble stories while still giving individual characters their moments to shine. You have to believe they have a significant role planned for Shang Chi, especially with the mysterious power of the Ten Rings at his disposal. Kevin Feige has even teased that there are more casting announcements to come for Doomsday, so the full scale of this conflict is still unknown. With filming wrapped up and a trailer confirmed for this December, we're finally going to start getting our first real glimpses of this epic. We'll likely see Shang-Chi in action alongside the team, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get a hint about those 10 rings and what their true purpose is. Alright, that's all for now. Let me know what you think of this news down in the comments below. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date with all my movie reviews and movie analysis. I always appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in my next video.